Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Grant, look. At these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. They've got Johnson. Ivy's out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low.
Marcus Camby, first personal foul. First team foul.
Williams in the post. And rejected. McDaniels finds Suggs. Jones with the ball. Kicks it out to Barnes. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. The rebound by Embiid. And it's Morant with the ball for Cleveland. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
And Allie, thank you for that. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Eddie Jones.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Johnson passes to Morant. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Ivy outside, launches a 3. He got a piece of it. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. Five to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Morant, no good.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Now here's Suggs. Over Morant. Suggs with the bucket.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Outside Johnson. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Embiid. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Suggs. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
For Cleveland, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Back to Ivy. Johnson passes to Embiid. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer? No, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Rollins, he's checked in for Detroit. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
The 3 from Barnes. And he recovers it. Tries again. Cavaliers with a rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And he knocks down the first one. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
And Morant drops them both.
You know Ja Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Back to Suggs. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shoots over Morant. That's short off the rim.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Yep, count it.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Suggs. Can they get it? Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Johnson, down low. Pass to Embiid. Goes back up, lets it go. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got 6.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Here's Rollins. Still no points. Here's Suggs. And it's blocked by Embiid. Johnson against Barnes. Pass to Morant. Here's the 3. Detroit with a rebound. Suggs outside. Now Barnes. And there's a pick. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Rollins. No good on the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Morant, the pass to Ivy. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Ivy, right side. And stolen by Jones. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
One shot.
That's good from Jones. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Pass to Rollins. Suggs with it. And here's McDaniels. Six on the shot clock. Outside Barnes. Jones from outside. Drains the triple. Jones has got 7.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the right side. Embiid with it. He's got 6. It's hauled in by Rollins.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Suggs. And here's McDaniels. Defended by Kuzma. Avdia against Barnes. Over Avdia. Barnes, no good. The Cavs trailing. Avdia finds Embiid. Back to Avdia. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. group substitution here for Detroit. Bagley's checked in for Barnes. Jeremy Grant comes in for McDaniels. Smith, he's checked in for Jones. And Christie subbed in for Suggs. Here's Christie. Smith outside from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, "I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating." Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Detroit has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Bagley sets a screen. Inside. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Outside Podziemski. Avdia against Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Podziemski. He drops it from range. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Kuzma. No made baskets yet. Now Avdia. To the inside. Here's Ashik. There's the block. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation is the buzzer sound. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
The Pistons have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Christie. Smith outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Avdia with it. Checked by Bagley. Avdia passes to Pritchard. Avdia outside. Just 5 to shoot. From the elbow. And it's Bagley with the rebound. The Pistons leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rollins. Now here's Smith. Bagley sets a screen. Fires the 3. Avdia pulls it in. On the wing, Kuzma. Here's Pritchard, covered by Smith. Fires from the wing. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pistons on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else, going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Marvin Bagley is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Scotty Barnes, and it's Jones in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Cavs trailing. Here's Johnson. Outside for Morant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Detroit is shooting around 35% from the field so far. Count it.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Johnson. Back to Morant. Morant using his speed, and after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Good D sometimes just isn't enough against Ja Morant.
Outside Jones. Barnes with a screen on Ivy. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And here's Ivy. Yet to see a basket. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Now here's Barnes. From deep. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Oshik, pass to Morant. Jones with some nice D. The Pistons lead by 6. To the middle. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Suggs is checked in for the Pistons. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Morant, 1 shot.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Get up, get up, get up. Go, make it some noise. Here they come. Go, Mr. Dancing.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Now here's Suggs. The three from Barnes. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. Ivy against Jones. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Ivy. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Detroit. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Suggs. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Ja Morant picks one up.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs because that's when you risk fouling him.
Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Suggs, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Suggs hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Johnson. Williams with it. McDaniels covering. Here's Ivy. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot from the low post is good. Barnes has got 9.
He saw a path to the rim and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
Outside Morant. Three-pointer. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
When Ja is knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Here come the T-shirts, everybody. Who wants one? It's T-shirt time. I said it's T-shirt time. You gotta make some noise. It's time to fire off some T-shirts, everybody.
And the Pistons making a change here. Grant's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Avdia's checked in. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Suggs surveys the D. With the fadeaway. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Morant. Johnson a screen on Suggs. Ivy outside. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Avdia from outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Grant with it. He's scoreless. Outside Jones. Pass to Barnes. Over Morant. Joel Embiid with the board. Cavaliers trail by 6. Left side Morant. Here's Avdia. Now Embiid. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Pass to Suggs. Back to Barnes. Up top Grant. Covered by Johnson. They set the pick. Morant against Barnes. And again, no good by Detroit.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Johnson, Larry Johnson, 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Johnson. So both teams changing it up here. And Johnson drops them both. Detroit leading by 4. Now Suggs. Smith outside to win the drought. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Pass to Kuzma. And here's Avdia from behind the arc. Nice. Gets his 2nd bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The 3, Smith. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
number 3, Umar Hassan.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Now here's Smith. 6 points for him. Here's Avdia. Pass to Pritchard. Kuzma, right side. Up and over Smith. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's gotten his first points in this one.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Suggs. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Pritchard. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Pritchard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Bagley's checked in for Rollins.
First personal foul. 2 seconds. Now returning on the floor, your Pistons. Number 30.
And it's Detroit with the ball.
Marvin Bagley III.
Here's Suggs. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Suggs has gotten 4 this quarter. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 13-5 run. Pritchard, the pass to Kuzma. And there's the screen. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Pistons basketball.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Suggs, the pass to Smith. Bagley, a screen on Kuzma. Down low. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Kuzma. To the inside. And stolen by Bagley. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Got a hand on it.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And here's Smith. Launches it from deep. Oh, he got it! He got it to go at the buzzer.
Wow.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Detroit on top, leading by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Duell, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good. Thanks, Duell.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. And measuring up the shot. Oh, you almost had it. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. On the court right now for Cleveland. Johnson is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ivy, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Now here's Morant. Ivy outside. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
To the middle. Here's Camby. Embiid covers. And it's Camby missing.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop.
The skill, the grace, Morant.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
This will be his fourth shot at the line here in this one.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Morant, Shaw, Morant, one shot.
One shot.
And Morant, no good on that one. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Pistons. Here's McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Joel Embiid.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels. Two shots.
Free throw good, McDaniels. And both free throws good for McDaniels. For Cleveland, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Johnson. For three. The rebound by Detroit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Barnes passes to Camby. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Now here's Embiid. Give him 8. Ivy's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Morant over to help. Barnes passes to Camby. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Barnes with a screen on Williams. McDaniels, that's good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Ivy outside. Stolen by Jones. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one, Eddie Jones.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Williams passes to Johnson. Williams a screen on Barnes. Pass to Moran. 6 on the shot clock to stop the run. Here's Embiid. Tries yet again. The kick out to Williams. Outside Morant. Here's Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Detroit. Camby's got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels from long range. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. It's a 10-point game. Connects from downtown.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Outside Barnes. Outside Jones. Suggs against Ivy. Now here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. Ivy with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Johnson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Johnson's got 6. And it's Detroit with the ball. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
See yourself on the screen. Show your best move. Ready, let's go! Let's see them move. All right.
He's checked in for the Pistons.
Let's hear it for you. Now returning on the floor to your Pistons, number 30, Treat Rollins.
Outside Barnes. On the wing, Jones. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. The Cavaliers pull it in. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Williams passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. And he's now got the double-double.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
It's Barnes on the wing, hounded by Morant. Here's Jones. They grab their own miss. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Cavaliers. For the Pistons, Smith comes in for Jones, and Christie subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Diliavdias checked in for Cleveland. Pajemski comes in for Ivy. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Williams finds Avdia. Screen by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Avdia can't get it to go. The Pistons lead by 3. Up top, Smith. Banked it in off the glass. Smith's got 11 points.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Avdia outside. From deep, Morant. Detroit with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Smith passes to Christie. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Cavaliers trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Williams. Back to Podziemski. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Smith outside. Pass to Rollins. Outside McDaniels. Fires from deep. Here's Camby. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Pistons lead.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Avdia from outside. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Give him 8.
A great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
A nice shot by Smith.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to review the game plan.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Bagley's checked in for Detroit. Jeremy Grant comes in for McDaniels. And Cleveland making a change here.
For your Pistons, Manny.
On defense, the Pistons. They're leading by 8. On the wing, Kuzma. Avdia, right side. Just 3 to shoot. tries to save it, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Basketball.
The Pistons lead by 8. Smith passes to Graham. Here's Christie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The three, Smith. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Grant against Avdia. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bagley. Bagley, a screen on Kuzma. And here's Grant from the arc. Drops in the three. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Kuzma. Here's Potemski. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Pistons lead by 9.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
The Cavaliers shooting a disappointing 38%. Kuzma, the pass to Pritchard. Outside Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. And the jumper falls for him. Pritchard's got 5. The Pistons shooting 47% during this third quarter. Christie passes to Bagley. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. The three, Smith. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Asik. Outside Podziemski. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 6. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Smith. Puts up a deep three. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. Detroit on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Jalen Suggs. Marvin Bagley is out there with Barnes. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Johnson. Back to Ivy. 4 on the clock. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Ivy's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Suggs outside. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Kuzma against Grant. Kuzma, the pass to Johnson. The shot comes out. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Pass to Suggs. Outside Barnes. Inside. Bagley throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma, and the Pistons making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jalen Williams comes in for Kuzma.
At the line for your Pistons, Bagley. Marvin Bagley the third. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Bagley. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Morant, the pass to Embiid. And here's Ivy from the arc. No good there.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Barnes. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Morant. And again, unable to change momentum here. Detroit leading by 10. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Team seconds. At the line for Detroit, Barnes. Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Get up, get up, get up, and start making some noise. Here they come. Your Pistons dancing.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
As always, Allie, we thank you. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Williams to halt the run. The Pistons clear it.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Johnson finds Morant. And here's Embiid. Launches it. Good. And the setup by Morant.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Pass to Barnes. Suggs outside. On the wing, Jones. And Morant clears the board. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Screen by Embiid. 5 to shoot. Williams in the post. Bagley's on him. Williams misses. The Pistons lead by 9. Suggs, the pass to Barnes. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Barnes has got 6 here in the quarter.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
A nice shot by Ivy.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Suggs outside. Pass to Barnes. Takes the 3. Fires it in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ivy passes to Embiid. Johnson with it. Back to Embiid. Over Bagley. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Returning on the floor to your Pistons, number 44, Marcus Camby.
Here's Suggs. And here's Detroit. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Detroit another 3.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Williams. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Suggs against Morant. Suggs, no good. Cavaliers trail by 14. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Detroit has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Barnes. They set the screen. The 3 is up. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Back to Williams. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
First team ball. At the line for the Cavaliers, Embiid. Joel Embiid. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Suggs. Outside Jones. Here's Camby. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Barnes. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Let's go with a 3. And again, the Pistons missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. To the middle. Poke loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. The Pistons have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Back to Suggs. Pass to Camby. Left side Jones. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Johnson with a bucket.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your hype squad. Everybody get loud. Let them hear you. Here we go, crowd. Time to get loud with the scream. Scream.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14. McDaniels from long range. Cavaliers with a rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Williams. Johnson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Morant, the pass to Williams. Johnson a screen on Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Up top, Johnson. Over McDaniels. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And Cleveland making a change here. Avdia's checked in.
Number 9, Kenny Avdia.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
It's Suggs with a drive. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant going right at him.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And stolen by Morant. Pass to Embiid. Suggs against Morant. Embiid a screen on Suggs. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
For the Cavaliers, Morant, Morant, 2 shots.
That one's off. Ivy's checked in for Johnson. ends up making the second, and that brings him within 10.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Detroit has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Suggs, the pass to Jones. Drills it from deep. Jones has got 11 in the second half.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Avdia. Clock is at 3. Here's Williams. Can't hit that one. Detroit has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pistons.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Scotty Barnes.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
2 shots.
That free throw no good. So for the Pistons, Bagley's checked in for Suggs. Grant comes in for McDaniels. And it's Smith in for Jones. Johnson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Pritchard comes in for Morant. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Avdia with it. Shot blocked. And he recovers it. Lays it up and banks it in. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Graham. "11 seconds left in the game. From about 19, and Barnes with a basket. The assist from Bagley. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
Now it's time to...
The talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Tari Eason is out there with Neesmith. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. Hits the three-point bomb.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Now here is Moncrief. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And here are the Pacers now. It's a three-point game. And Moncrief gets it to go.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Outside, George. Pass to Wembanyama. Ball with a wide-open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, LaMelo ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Eason passes to Halliburton. Now Eason. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep.
Now, Halliburton loves answering a challenge. A 3 made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
The 3 from George. Eason grabs the board. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Moncrief. And here is Neesmith. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Wembanyama left side. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama has got 7 points.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Eason with it. Outside Turner. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Wembanyama looking it over. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
And the first one at the line is good. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Both free throws good from Turner.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Now, here is George. Hasn't made one yet. Isaac with a screen for ball. They get it again. Count that one from Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac is always so quick to the basketball. You can see his burst getting after that board and getting the putback.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Moncrief. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. And it's Ball in the corner. And there's the drive. And it's denied. Eason against Isaac. Here's Eason. And here is Turner. Pass to Nesmith. From deep. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Ball from long range. The rebound by Turner.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Pacers trail by 8. Now, here's McConnell. Harris outside. To stop the drought, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And you like how physical Harris can get inside, always looking to initiate contact on offense.
The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That's good from Harris. Al Horford's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And Harris drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Horford sets a screen for Dunn. Left side, Horford. Richardson outside. Second shot opportunity. Exum with a wide open look. Here's Haywood, and finally they hit one.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
McConnell passes to Marshall. The three-pointer no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Richardson. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Marshall. Still without a basket. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
That's good from Harris. Toronto leading by 7. Exum passes to Haywood. Now done. In the corner, Horford with it. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And it goes down 2 points. Harris has got 7.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Here is Haywood. Kicks it out to Richardson. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. With the drive. Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Harris. Over Horford. Harris misses.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for your Raptors, Dante Exum, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 13. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. Good on the triple. Harris has got 10 points.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Now here's Richardson. He was all alone on that one. And the Raptors lead by 13.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Harris. 10 points for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Toronto leading by 11. Dunn passes to Horford. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
Now, here's Dunn. Still yet to score. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Okoro. Over Exum. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Raptors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shines bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Isaac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ball. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Pacers trail by 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Toronto with the ball after Indiana gets the 3. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Halliburton for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Isaac outside. Wembanyama up top. Ball finds Wembanyama. Isaac outside. From beyond the arc, Eason grabs the board. Pacers trail by 8. Here's the lob to the hoop. That shot missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or, if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Both good from the line that time.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Pass to Moncrief. Wembanyama against Turner. Over Wembanyama. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
There's Ball with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Ball's got 6 points.
If you give LaMelo Ball an opportunity to capitalize from the deep corner, forget about it. Turn the lights out.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Indiana moving it around. There's a screen. Here's Moncrief. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Pacers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
At the line for one.
And that one misses. Raptors leading by 11. Isaac goes in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the length and the size of Jonathan Isaac is not easy to handle, especially when he's being aggressive.
For Toronto, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
First free throw is good.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
From 20 feet out, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The basketball IQ is already so impressive. Love seeing LaMelo Ball get crafty in the pick and roll.
Pass to Eason. Now here's Moncrief. Here's Halliburton. Clock at 4. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shoots. Eason grabs the board.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Turner with a screen on George. Halliburton against George. Looking to end his cold spell. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Raptors. That's good from Halliburton. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. Pass to Turner. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Raptors leading by 11. In the corner, George with it. Horford with it. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
13 foul.
Dunn, he's checked in for Toronto. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Tobias Harris comes in for Tari Eason. Now Ball. He's got 8. George. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Haywood's checked in for Toronto. Richardson comes in for George. Then for the Pacers, Okoro comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Done outside. 4 on the clock. Horford from outside. Pacers with the rebound. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Horford. Here's Moncrief. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Moncrief's got 9.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Haywood with a screen on McConnell. Here's Dunn. Off target with his 3. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 9-point game. Harris outside. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Exum's checked in. Marshall, he's checked in for Indiana. Two on the clock. Here's Harris. Another shot. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Thompson.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Exum passes to Horford. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here. The Raptors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Al Horford. Defensive foul. Isaac Okoro. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 1.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. Pacers trail by 10. McConnell with it. Still scoreless. Harris draws the double. Stolen by Exum. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Tries again. Misses from close range. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
McConnell kicks to Harris. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup.
This is an ability to keep the body between the ball and the defender. Thompson understands how to get his shot off.
Dunn passes to Horford. Pass to Haywood. And here is Dunn. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
He doesn't get the second one. Pacers trail by 9. Inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And the basket by Horford.
Let's remember, this is a staple of Al Horford's game. If you give him room to shoot, he will torch you.
Here's McConnell. He has yet to score. Harris looking it over. Thompson outside. Here's McConnell. Rebound by the Raptors. Haywood's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Exum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
There's very little the defense can do to stop that. Dante Exum improving at hitting tough contested shots.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for your Raptors, Dante Exum, shooting 1.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 12. Harris outside. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Marshall from the arc. Good work defensively by Richardson. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And here is Dunn. No scoring in this one. Richardson, no luck.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Now, here's Marshall. Richardson cover. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McConnell kicks to Harris. Over Horford. Indiana again missing. And the first half is now in the books. Raptors lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Moncrief. Miles Turner out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Nesmith. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard. Now, here's Halliburton. Nesmith can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Ball. No good from outside. Pacers trail by 12. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA doors, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it, and now he's one of the best shooters at his position. What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
Halliburton hits them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Not often you see him take that shot. Isaac's got 6 points.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac, if he can consistently make shots, he has got such incredible potential.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Isaac outside. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second. Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pacers trail by 14. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. George, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Halliburton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Two things you love here. How confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
Tyrese Halliburton taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Halliburton hits them both. Toronto leading by 10. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you select your best move. Let's go.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
The Raptors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Paul George. 1 shot.
Throw good, Paul George. Pacers trail by 13. Halliburton outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 13.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career, Tyrese Halliburton. Let him hear you.
Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Easton passes to Moncrief. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
Yeah, and consistency is the name of the game for Moncrief. Anytime you play him, you're in for a night of all-around basketball.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Moncrief. That one misses. Toronto leading by 9. Wembanyama, right side. Ball. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. The Pacers pull it in. A 3 ball. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got his first bucket in this one.
But you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Turner against Wembanyama. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Halliburton's got 15 points.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And it's George missing. Pacers trail by 9. Halliburton with the bucket. 17 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Sure. That shot off the mark. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Shot by Eason, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Good on the shot.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court for our squad. Get loud and let them hear it. If you want a t-shirt, I need to hear you at your very loudest. Who wants one?
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Indiana also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Najee Marshall comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Okoro in for Aaron Nesmith. Here's Marshall. Scoreless thus far. The screen from Thompson. And stolen by Horford. Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Richardson. Launches it from deep. And it's Moncrief with the rebound. Moncrief's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
And he's good on the first of 3. And some changes here for the Pacers. Harris comes in for Moncrief. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. Raptors leading by 6. Exum deciding where to go with it. Dunn outside. Down low. Here's Horford. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist in this one.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Now, here's McConnell. He has yet to score. Harris's shot is off. Now, Exum. Dunn outside. Left side, Horford. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Haywood, no good. Pacers trail by 8. Harris outside. Pass to McConnell. Beyond the arc. Cranes it from beyond the arc. McConnell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now, here's Exum. Here's Horford. He's covered by McConnell. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
McConnell with it. Harris outside. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. To the middle. Haywood with the block. And he recovers it. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Here's Dunn. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Horford. The Pacers pull it in. Pass to Marshall. McConnell against Dunn. Here's Marshall. A 3. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Dunn outside. Haywood with a screen on McConnell. Dunn dishes to Haywood. Pass to Exum. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Exum's got 8.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
Harris outside. Haywood with the block. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Richardson. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And here are the Pacers now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Tobias Harris. Exum passes to Dunn. Outside, Horford lets it go with a 3. And Okoro pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Harris. He's got 20. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
At the line for the Pacers, Tobias Harris. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Ball. We've got George. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And he can't get the first one.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And the second free throw, good. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton kicks to Moncrief. Pass to Turner. Lets it go from deep. Drills the 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
And here is Ball. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Miles Turner has the length and athleticism that should have the attention of the defense, guys.
At the line for the Pacers, Miles Turner. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Turner. Both free throws good from Turner. Raptors leading by 3. Isaac outside. Outside, George sinks the three-pointer.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Haliburton outside. Pass to Eason. Here's Nesmith. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's George for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Nesmith with the ball. That's good, and it's Haliburton with the assist. Nesmith has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Lets the 3 fly. Moncrief's shot is off. Raptors leading by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Ball no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 19 points for Tyrese Haliburton.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Haliburton, he knows the way.
To the paint, here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Offensive rebound. Haliburton for 3. That shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's deflected. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. A putback. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 20.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Haliburton passes to Moncrief. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Turner. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Wembanyama finds Isaac. Wembanyama, right side. The Pacers pull it in. Eason's got his 5th rebound in this one. Halliburton outside. Tries the spin move. It's Moncrief on the wing. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Now here's Ball. Outside, George. They set the pick. Pass to Grimes. And here is Isaac. And here's George for 3. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here is Halliburton. Defended by George. Stolen by George. Outside, Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double team Wembanyama from the arc. Goes back up. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Now here is Moncrief. Here's Turner. Pass to Eason. Now here is Moncrief. Second chance shot. That misses off the backboard. Raptors leading by 9. On the wing, Isaac. He's covered by Eason. Down low, here's Ball. That Ball's nice feed that time from George. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Wants to get it to Turner and does.
How about that? Running the pick and roll to perfection. Evident that Miles Turner loves these situations.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Ball. Now George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
At the line for your Raptors, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Out to Moncrief. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
The Pacers making a change here. Harris has checked in. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's George. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
Here's Halliburton, and it's sent back by George. Over Halliburton, and the jumper off target to finish the break. Halliburton is double. Harris against Isaac. It's up a 3. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Moncrief following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
They needed that bucket, and leave it to Harris to go get it. He knows when it's time to take things into his own hands.
And George with the stuff.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Halliburton is double. Neesmith finds Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Tari Eason's checked in for Tobias Harris. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that trims the lead to 6.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Sidney Moncrief. That's his second personal foul. 13 foul.
.44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With the step back, here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
14 fouls. At the line for 2. Wembanyama.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They get it back. Halliburton for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. On the wing, Isaac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony.